Welcome to Course 4, Foundation, Certified Supply Chain Professional, CSCP, course, by SPAO Academy. Topic 3, Sourcing Products and Services, Section 2, Category Strategy for Sourcing, Lesson 2, the Kraljič Matrix. The Kraljič Matrix. In this lesson, we will explore the Kraljič Matrix, also known as the Kraljič Portfolio Purchasing Model. This is a foundational tool used by procurement professionals to determine the best strategy for sourcing different types of products and services. Instead of treating every purchase the same, the matrix helps us categorize items based on their financial impact and supply risk. Learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify the two key dimensions of the Kraljič Matrix. Categorize products into the 4 quadrants: leverage, strategic, non-critical, and bottleneck. Recommend appropriate sourcing strategies for items in each quadrant. 1. Introduction. Why one-size-fits-all approach fails. The problem: a company cannot buy paperclips the same way it buys jet engines. Using the same negotiation tactics and supplier relationships for all purchases is inefficient and risky. The solution: the Kraljič Matrix, developed by Peter Kraljič in 1983, provides a way to segment the supply base and tailor strategies accordingly. 2. The two dimensions of the matrix. The matrix is built on two critical factors: profit impact, vertical axis, definition, the financial importance of the purchase. This includes the volume purchased, the total cost, and the impact on the end product's profitability. High impact. Items that make up a large percentage of the final product's cost or the company's total spend, e.g., raw materials for a manufacturer. Low impact. Items that are inexpensive and have a low individual impact on profits, e.g., office supplies. Supply risk, horizontal axis, definition, the complexity and vulnerability of the supply market. This includes the number of available suppliers, the uniqueness of the item, technological changes, and logistics barriers. High risk. Monopolistic markets, scarce materials, complex specifications, or items with volatile prices, e.g., patented components, commodities from unstable regions. Low risk. Abundant supply, standardized products, many alternative suppliers, e.g., generic stationery. 3. The 4 quadrants of the Kraljič Matrix. Here's where we plot the two dimensions to create 4 distinct categories. Visualizing the matrix: low supply risk, high supply risk; high profit impact, leverage items, strategic items; low profit impact, non-critical items, bottleneck items. Quadrant 1. Non-critical items, routine, position, low profit impact, low supply risk. Description: these are everyday, low-value items. They are easy to buy and have many suppliers. The administrative cost of buying them can sometimes be higher than the item's cost itself. Examples: office stationery, cleaning supplies, standard MRO, maintenance, repair, operations, items. Sourcing strategy. Goal: reduce logistical and administrative complexity. Tactics: use e-procurement systems, corporate credit cards, or delegate purchasing to end users. Focus on process efficiency rather than price negotiation. Quadrant 2. Leverage items. Position: high profit impact, low supply risk. Description: these items represent a significant chunk of the company's spending, but because there are many suppliers, the buying company has a lot of leverage to negotiate the best deal. Examples: bulk packaging, basic raw materials, like steel or plastic, commodity chemicals. Sourcing strategy. Goal: maximize short-term profit and minimize cost. Tactics: competitive bidding, tendering, short-term contracts, and aggressive negotiation. The buyer holds the power here and can easily switch suppliers to get the lowest price. Quadrant 2. Leverage items. Position: high profit impact, low supply risk. Description: these items represent a significant chunk of the company's spending, but because there are many suppliers, the buying company has a lot of leverage to negotiate the best deal. Examples: bulk packaging, basic raw materials, like steel or plastic, commodity chemicals. Sourcing strategy. Goal: maximize short-term profit and minimize cost. Tactics: competitive bidding, tendering, short-term contracts, and aggressive negotiation. The buyer holds the power here and can easily switch suppliers to get the lowest price. Quadrant 3. Bottleneck items. Position. Low profit impact, high supply risk. Description. These items don't cost much, but they are vulnerable. They are difficult to obtain, often from a single or limited supplier. If they run out, they can stop the entire production line, hence the name, bottleneck. Examples. Specialized spare parts for a specific machine, proprietary software licenses, rare chemical additives. Sourcing strategy. Goal. Ensure supply continuity and reduce risk. Tactics. The focus is not on price. Instead, secure long-term contracts, hold safety stock, high inventory, search for substitutes, or even consider vertical integration, buying the supplier, if the risk is too high. Quadrant 4. Strategic items. Position. High profit impact, high supply risk. Description. These items are critical to the company's success. They are expensive, difficult to source, and essential to the final product. This quadrant requires the most senior management attention. Examples. High-tech microchips for a car manufacturer, patented ingredients for a pharmaceutical company, custom-made machinery. Sourcing strategy. Goal. Build long-term, collaborative partnerships. Tactics. Focus on strategic partnerships and early supplier involvement in product design. Negotiations are less about price and more about total cost of ownership, innovation, and risk-sharing. Summary and key takeaways. The Kraljič Matrix is a powerful tool for visualizing your supply chain. Remember, non-critical. Simplify the process. Leverage. Exploit your purchasing power for the best price. Bottleneck. Focus on securing supply and finding alternatives. Strategic. Build deep, collaborative relationships. Check your understanding. If you are buying custom-built servers that are essential to your data center and only one company can make them, which quadrant are they in? Why would you use a reverse auction for an item in the leverage quadrant? What is the biggest risk of mismanaging a bottleneck item? I really appreciate you spending your time with me today. If you want to learn more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Your like means the world to us and helps this channel grow so we can continue bringing you great content. Thanks again, and see you on the next video.